There is two things I like shopping. I like shopping for food, and then I love art products shopping. So this art supply I'm about to show you guys now is the one I'm most excited about, and it's pretty much the reason why I wanted to go all the way to Barcelona to get it, just because it's the only store where I can find it, and I was so curious about it, and I still am. I mean, I haven't opened them yet and I haven't tried them yet, and I'm just so excited. About 7 months ago I started doing oil paintings because of one of my aunts and because of this great YouTuber called Happy the Artist. She's an oil painter and she just draws these beautiful alien-esque girls, and I just fell in love with the way she paints, and she talks so good about them. So decided to just look for this brand, give it a try. Well, it turns out there was nowhere I could find it, so I finally found this store, and I've been doing a pre-order just because I wanted to make sure that they do have these colors in the store, because well, I pretty much work with this brand, with Rembrandt, and I know that it's a high quality one, but everybody speaks wonders about the gambling paints, and I just wanted to give them a try. So I actually called the store, and it turns out that they didn't have all the colors I wanted, so I'm still waiting for some colors to come up. But there are these radiant colors that everybody just raves about them, and I couldn't find any substitutes in any other brands for them, so I've decided to just go for it. So I got myself the big tubes of radiant green and tallow turquoise, and there's still a purple and the radiant purple, radiant magenta, and radiant turquoise that are still supposed to come up, to show up someday. They're gonna send them to me via mail, just because I'm not gonna be able to go to Barcelona again in quite a while. And I was so excited to finally see them out. Actually, I've already ordered these colors in 37 milliliters tubes, but as soon as I saw them in the big tubes, I just didn't mind buying them, and I'm gonna have 2 tubes of each color, but hey, I don't mind. The more the merrier. And according to what I've read online, oil paintings don't tend to get expired, so I could have them for years, and I'm sure I'll give them good use. And then I've actually asked Happy a few days ago about the colors that I should choose, just to have like a good base of colors, and I did see her use Prussian blue for every time she uses them, every time she has like a dog painting, like a night painting, so I just had to get that color. And then she told me that the best skin tone options you could get are from these colors, from Terre Verte and Cadmium Red Medium, I think that's how you call it. So I had to get those 2 colors just because she raves about them all the time, and I just find the way she paints gorgeous. So whatever she says, I'll listen to, I'll try it, and hopefully she was right. And then she also said she uses raw sienna for whenever she wants to get darker tones of skin colors, and raw umber, but I'm still waiting for that one because they didn't have it yet. Or burnt sienna, that's another color that I've ordered, but it's not here yet. And actually the lady who was there, the seller, she was kind enough to give me some samples of the torrid gray, which I'm really excited about to see how they are and how they work. So really excited about that one too. There is this new brand of watercolors. Well, maybe it's not new, maybe it's just new for me. It's called Roman Small, and it's supposed to be a polished brand of watercolors, very similar to White Knights, but they're supposed to be better quality. Now I haven't tried them yet, but I'm so excited to try them out, and I'll let you guys know what I think about them. Well, they're quite higher in price than St. Petersburg White Knights, and so far I have no idea how pigmented they are. I can't tell you much about them, but I'm really excited to try them out. And then of course I had to get some of my favorite sketching watercolors just because they're cheap, they're very pigmented, and they activate really fast with water, and I love them, and I'm just wasting them at a very high speed because I use them a lot in my sketching book along with my kuretakes and Ecoline, and I do have some Van Gogh watercolors too. So I run through these ones quite a lot, and I actually got them for me and for one friend of mine. And then you probably know that whenever you talk about an American brand, especially if you talk about an American watercolor brand, you would have to know about these ones, about Daniel Smith, and I decided to give them a shot. Online they're very expensive, but I don't mind wasting that money if I'm helping a local store, and there is no local store selling them around, and so far the store in Barcelona is the only one that actually had this brand of colors. And you guys might think that I'm a weirdo by choosing these colors, but I was just so excited to try them. So one of these is the Naphthalide Maroon. I know my color choices are really weird, so bear with me. Naples Yellow, just because I follow this YouTuber called Arlie Bean, which I love, and this is one of her favorite colors, so decided to give them a try. And Rich Green Gold, because this is one of my favorite colors. I mean, it just reminds me so much. It's such an earthy green, and I just thought I wanted it, and I wanted to try it. Now I don't know how they're going to behave. According to everybody's opinion, they're going to behave great, but I haven't tried them yet, and of course I'm a big fan of the Schminke colors, so I'm just going to compare them to those ones since the price point was more or less the same. I'm just so excited to try them. There is one brand that I wanted to look for, and I haven't found a store that sells them yet, and that's the Core brand, but there is no store that provides them yet, and I just don't want to buy it online. Okay, so there is one more thing that I've been enjoying very much using lately. They're called this Ecoline liquid watercolor, and they're not too good of a quality just because they're dye based, they're not pigment based, so the colors tend to fade. But I do use them very much for sketching, and I do use them in school with my 6-year-olds whenever I want to give them like stamps on their worksheets, whenever they're doing a good job, or whenever we have to color a little bit and just to have some fun. I like to use them just because you just take a bowl of water, you just put 2 drops of this color in the whole bowl, and then the kids have a lot, and I mean a lot of watercolor to play around with. And these are actually colors that I already own, and they're just for this cute girl. I like to share materials whenever I go to a store. I just think of her because I know she's a beginner and she loves them, so these are for her, and I thought it's the most interesting of them. It's not the most expensive, but I have been looking for a long time for it, and I find it's quite curious. And this is supposed to be a gold leaf. It's, I don't know if you can see it, it's an imitation one, and well, you're supposed to just apply some glue and then just stick this over the glue and let it dry a little bit, and then just brush it away. And I've been looking at a few videos online, and it just looks amazing, so I had to try it. And since I was there and I saw the gold leaf, I also saw they had like a silver version of it, so I took the silver one too. I'm really excited about this one, and I'm so excited to start using them and making new videos. So there is one last art supplies art supply that I wanted to try out, and I've never heard of this one before, and I was really curious about it. But hey, here it is. This is some silver and some gold wax, and this is supposed to be used just to give golden and silver touches to whatever you have. Maybe you have picture frames, or you have chairs, or you have maybe the bookmarks. I actually like to use something very similar. Well, I've opened them, and I'll just open them for you guys to see the colors. So this is supposed to be brass gold, and then I have tin foil or tin color, which is like a silvery but a warm silver color, and I must tell you they're a bit stinky. So I'll have to do some research before I start using them to see what use I can give them. I don't know much about them yet. I just saw them. I really liked the way they looked, so I decided to buy them. So this was pretty much it for the haul. I'm excited to start opening these products. It's quite late already, and I do have to work tomorrow, so I think I will leave the demo of all these products for another day, because I actually cannot spend too much time, and I'm so excited about each one of these colors, and I just want to use them all. So stay up for another video coming up about this art haul and trying out all these materials and see how they work. And I hope you guys like them, and if you're curious about them, just if you have any questions, ask whatever you want, and I will try to answer them to the best of my abilities. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.